4 bold predictions for the Green Bay Packers in the 2024 season. If you're reading this in 2025, try not to laugh too hard if these predictions didn't pan out. But as of now, the anticipation for the Green Bay Packers' upcoming season is electric. 8 months after their gut-wrenching playoff loss to the San Francisco 49ers, the Packers are back and ready for another shot at glory. Jordan Love is entering his second season as the starting quarterback for the Packers, and he does so with a brand-new, lucrative 4-year contract worth $220 million, making him the highest-paid player in NFL history. He will lead an offense that has undergone significant changes, featuring a revamped backfield that includes All-Pro running back Josh Jacobs and third-round draft pick Marshawn Lloyd. The expectations for Green Bay's offense are sky-high. On the defensive side of the ball, underwhelming performances last season led to the dismissal of defensive coordinator Joe Barry. In his place, the Packers have brought in Jeff Hafley, known for his aggressive defensive schemes. Hafley's fresh approach and his introduction of a 4-3 defensive system have injected new life and ideas into Green Bay's defense. So, what can we anticipate from the Packers in the 2024 season? Let's dive into some bold predictions as the season approaches. 1. Jordan Love wins NFL MVP. The numbers don't lie. In the final 8 regular season games of 2023, Jordan Love completed an impressive 70.3% of his passes, amassing 2,150 yards, 18 touchdowns, and just 1 interception, which translated to an elite passer rating of 112.7. Those are MVP-caliber statistics. The burning question is whether Love can sustain this level of performance over an entire season. If he can replicate those numbers consistently, he will undoubtedly make a compelling case to win the NFL MVP award. Extrapolating his stats from the last 8 games over a full 17-game season would give him 4,568 passing yards, 38 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions. These are even better numbers than those posted by Aaron Rodgers during his MVP seasons in 2014 and 2021. Love's playoff performance against the Dallas Cowboys last season was nothing short of spectacular. Despite it being his first ever playoff game, and despite playing on the road against a formidable team with the league's number 5 ranked defense, which had won its previous 16 home games by a margin of 566 to 285, Love remained unfazed. He completed 76.2% of his passes for 272 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an almost perfect passer rating of 157.2, leading the Packers to a commanding 48-32 victory. The future is now, and once again, the numbers don't lie. 2. Packers boast a top 5 defense under Jeff Hafley. The talent has always been there for the Packers defense, but now they have the right coordinator to harness it. Jeff Hafley's defensive philosophy is a perfect match for the strengths of Green Bay's defensive roster. Players like Jaire Alexander, Eric Stokes, and Carrington Valentine thrive in man-to-man coverage, where they can press receivers at the line of scrimmage. Under the previous system, coordinated by Joe Barry, these players were often asked to drop deep and react to the play, which didn't play to their strengths. With Hafley at the helm, Rashawn Gary, Preston Smith, and Lucas Van Ness will transition to putting their hands in the dirt as 4-3 defensive ends rather than standing up as 3-4 outside linebackers. All 3 have experience in this role, and this shift should maximize their effectiveness as pass rushers. Hafley also made it clear what he wanted in the safety position, prompting the Packers to completely overhaul their safety room. The additions of Xavier McKinney and Javon Bullard, who are versatile playmakers, are expected to thrive in Hafley's system. With the new scheme and the abundance of all-pro talent on the roster, Green Bay's defense is poised to become one of the league's best. The hype train for this defense has already left the station, and it's picking up speed. 3. David Bakhtiari makes a triumphant return to the Packers. David Bakhtiari is still on the hunt for a new team, while the Packers find themselves lacking in depth at the tackle position. A reunion between Bakhtiari and the Packers seems more logical than ever. If Bakhtiari is fully healthy, he could seamlessly step back into his role as the Packers' starting left tackle, allowing Rasheed Walker to serve as a versatile swing tackle capable of covering both tackle spots. Although Green Bay retained Andre Dillard, Kadeem Telfort, and Travis Glover on their 53-man roster, none of them have shown enough consistency to secure the swing tackle job. If either Walker or Zach Tom were to get injured, the Packers could face significant issues along their offensive line. Bakhtiari has expressed his desire to play with the next Super Bowl MVP, which might just require a return to Green Bay. 4. Packers reach the Super Bowl. If Jordan Love wins MVP, the Packers have a top 5 defense, and David Bakhtiari returns to fortify the offensive line. The ingredients for a Super Bowl run are all there. And why not? The Packers were on the verge of victory against the San Francisco 49ers last January. Had they won, they would have advanced to Ford Field, where they had previously dominated the Detroit Lions earlier in the season. The 49ers and Lions are once again expected to be among the NFC's top teams, along with the Philadelphia Eagles and Dallas Cowboys. Although the Packers may not enter the season as the NFC favorites, they are certainly among the top contenders. All it takes is for this team to catch fire at the right moment, and they could find themselves making a run all the way to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans.